Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Can you hear me? I know the music is a little loud. We just getting started. So, hey y'all. It's Gigi. We back at it again, okay? We back at it again. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you guys are enjoying your Monday, February 16th. 16 days of Black History. Yeah. You didn't know that? Yeah. 16 days so far of Black History, even though it's 365 a day. A year. 365, yeah. Not just in February. Shortest month in the year. In the year. We see it. But good morning. Good morning, team. It is 11:33 on this Monday morning. Pray everyone had a great weekend. Gigi is here in the hush room. It's quiet time. You better hush. Or we talk about anything, something, everything. Yes, we do. Sometimes we just talk, let the conversation, no specific agenda, just let the conversation flow. Sometimes we do that too. Like I said, hope everyone's having a great Monday. It's time for us to have some conversations. Some things have already been discussed, but we got to go back to it because there's been changes. But first of all, we're going to take our medication. How about that? We're going to take our medication. I'm ready. If you're ready. Lighters in the air. Alrighty. Uh-oh. That's a good one. Okay. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Turn on your bell notification so you know when Gigi got something to say, okay? I'm not out here on the YouTube streets like that, but when I am here, you might want to listen to what I have to say. So hit the notification bell. Alrighty. I'm going to start off with the All-Star game yesterday. Did anybody watch the All-Star game yesterday? I watched it because I wanted to be able to share with you guys my thoughts and comments concerning it. It's not like I got a 20-minute soliloquy lecture concerning the All-Star game. It's supposed to be all stars, and the format, I don't know. But that's not my job. It's above my pay grade. There was more effort this year. The youngsters, Victor out there, man, I don't care about no all-stars, star stripes, banner, none of that, okay? Like, man, let's play some ball. So, even though they lost the world, the effort was there. yeah, the effort was there. So I appreciate that. Um, I do like the presentation of what NBC, but y'all know I'm just gonna have to keep it real. That place was empty. Okay, they had Barack and Michelle on the floor, and it looked like at one time there was a line going to them to shake his hand and take pictures with him. I saw him take a picture with Curry. I saw him take a picture with Giannis. I saw him give Devin Booker a hug. They got that in the shot. Um, but that stadium was almost empty, y'all. hmm I didn't like that, but the tickets was shoot. Some places it looking like they was 2K and above. I'm like, to see what? Man, please. No. But we do want to shout out to the young boys led by Anthony Edwards, who was the All-Star MVP. Congratulations. Congratulations. I don't know what happened to Mr. Kawhi. He was playing good in the first game, and then when the second game came around, I don't know. They all went to sleep. It was, I want to say 47-21 or something like that. Yeah, it was something, it was embarrassing for the old men. They call them the OGs to let these young boys beat them like that. I know it was an All-Star game, but the All-Star game to me reflects on what we're gonna be looking at regular season. Hmm. I think at one point, Mr. James and Mr. Durant, they went to their seats, and these were only 12-minute quarters. What are we doing? This is one of your suggestions, partner. I remember you want to shorten the game. I remember you when you talking about that 12 minutes. Uh-huh. So this is what 12 minutes is gonna look like, supposedly. Okay, supposedly. But I did, like I said, I did enjoy the effort, and congratulations, Mr. Edwards, for your MVP. Okay. Also on yesterday, this is why you never catch this man. This is why you'll never catch this man, cause wherever he goes, you find him crying on some hardware like championships. Okay, championships. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said it. What? This ain't the first time we seen Mr. Jordan cry on a championship. Yeah. So there was an article, and I want to read just a little bit from the article. So Michael Jordan became the first black team owner to win the Daytona 500. He's the owner. This mine. I can work with you. We can do some things together. But he's still winning championships in his late 60s. You gonna catch what? A cold before you catch up with this gentleman, okay? He's still winning crying on the championship. He won the Daytona 500 yesterday, which was in Miami, Florida. Uh, Tyler Reddick. You been hearing the JJ Reddick? No, that's different. That's different spelling. But Tyler Reddick was the driver. Michael Jordan celebrated a major milestone as 23XI racing driver Tyler Reddick won the Daytona 500 with a last lap pass at Daytona International Speedway. Okay, it's called the Great American Race. Okay, it's a major achievement with NASCAR, with his NASCAR series. And I was checking out some of the cars. He the car numbers is either 23 or 45. Okay, nice. That's golded. Okay, can't do that right there. That's golded. Okay. hmm But I was looking at some of the cars. The 23 versions has like the Dr. Pepper version. That's the one I like. Um, and it's specifically Dr. Pepper, not like Coke and all of that, but it's that burgundy, which is very nice. But we do want to congratulate Mr. Jordan. Keep winning, keep getting your championships, and becoming you're a legend. You the first, but we gonna let that be what it is. Congratulations. Alrighty, Lord Jesus, why you do that for? Who is that? That's your commissioner. hmm That's your commissioner. And I don't know. I searched the internet and I kept finding this and I kept finding this because I wanted to make sure I wasn't on no fake news. You know what I'm saying? This man got his picture with some words on the bottom talking about abolishing the draft. Okay, the thing done got so bad that he gonna take away the huh? And he's gonna categorize it another kind of way. Let's read what the report is saying from the Athletic, okay? And courtside buzzing. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver would seriously consider removing the NBA draft and turning rookies into free agents to stop teams from tanking, according to Joe Vardon of the Athletic. So you saying that you ain't gonna have no more draft? What you all gonna do with all them picks y'all got out there floating around? Don't Oklahoma got about 60 of them or something? What you gonna do with all them picks? Is that gonna be your trade? Okay, help me to understand. This must be an amendment to the new CBA, Mr. Silver. The teams is tanking because of the way you got it set up right now. And now you just want to take away. They doing this way because according to the rules that have been put into play by the CBA, that they got to go this kind of way to get what they looking for. They're looking for the draft. They need some resources. And this is the way to the resources that you established, right? Or did the teams establish this? Help me out. I'm an elderly lady. I need the information. I don't need nobody to tell me. I just need you to point to the page in the CBA that says that what they're doing is wrong according to your rules, Mr. Silver. And now you want to change it? You seriously consider abolishing the draft? Okay. What that look like? And turning them into free agents. Well, how they know what? You gonna pick them to go to the NBA and then you gonna put them out on the block? Is that what that road look process? Man, come on. This your fault. They, According to courtside buzzing, Adam Silver and his advisors would seriously, in all capital letters, consider in all capital letters, getting rid of the rookie draft and turning rookies into free agents if that's the only way to stop tanking. The way to stop tanking is to change the rules, partner, but not to know abolishing the whole. You're gonna abolish a whole process that young men and women look. Well, this ain't concerning the women, but young men look forward to. They dream about walking up to the stage and getting their hat and their jersey and taking the pictures and looking down at your head. Huh? Cause you know what I'm saying. I don't know, y'all. That don't sit right with me. Mm, you taking away a whole process and turning them into free agents. You still gonna so you won't have draft night, right? Ain't gonna be no draft. Man, please. Who your advisors? You need to talk to them. Tell them to hit me up on the TikTok or snap a chat or something, and or either send me an email. It's right there on the bottom of the screen, Mr. Silver. Tell me what page this is in the CBA or the amendment or whatever. Because I don't like this idea. I don't make your money, don't make your decision. I'm just, I'm a fan. Supposedly, this is supposed to be entertainment, okay? Y'all got so much stuff going on this All-Star weekend. I don't know which one to talk about. You talking about the draft, and then you got Mr. LeBron James talking about he don't know what we know. You don't know what you're gonna do. Okay, I thought he was gonna introduce some more alcohol or something with the Henny number two, 2.0 or something. I didn't know whether to chime in on the press conference or not. I'm glad I didn't, because he's talking confused. My Lord, Jesus. Okay, let's keep it moving, cause y'all. Alrighty, who is this? This is Mr. Chris Paul, and if I'm following the line right, Chris got traded to. Hmm, well, the Clippers let him go, and I want to say he got traded to the Raptors, right? And the Raptors was waved him, and he said, "Well, if ain't forget this, I'm gonna retire." So, Mr. Paul, congratulations on announcing your retirement. We thank you for your 21 year. He was 21 years. Okay, so he announced this weekend after 21 seasons. Um, Chris had announced he's retiring from the NBA via his Instagram account. He put it out there on the gram for us, so everybody on Instagram, okay. So he put it on the Instagram and said, I'm out this, this is it for me. And Chris has been around a long time. I remember when Chris was, him and Kobe was having some conversations, all right? It's been around a long time. Thank you, Mr. Paul. We salute your legendary career, even though they waived you from Toronto. Okay, let's keep it moving. Y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, subscribe to the channel. Utah Jazz. They got who they got over there? Got the young man. What's his name? Ace Bailey. Yeah, they got Ace Bailey. He was a rookie this year. But the Utah Jazz got to give up the check, sign the bottom of the check, okay, and pay up some bills, all right? So the Utah Jazz have been fined for conduct detrimental to the league related to games against the Magic on February 7th and the Heat on February 9th, the NBA announced. So you getting charged for $5.5 million. What you do? Let's see. And the Pacers have also been fined $100,000 for violating the player participation. Is the player is the can I say that it's the PP player participation policy, okay, in their game versus the Jazz on February 3rd. What y'all been doing for the last couple of weeks? People been sitting down and ain't supposed to be sitting down, and too many people sitting down at the same time. And you know you ain't supposed to do that, Mr. Coach. You know what the rules is. If you don't, you gonna this $500,000 gonna make you know that rule, okay? You can't be sitting the whole squad down at the same time, even though the Lakers just did it. Maybe I'm wrong. Wasn't Aiden, Bron, Luca? Who else was out? Was Reeves out too? I think there was like four of them out there. I think they was sitting down the same night, if I'm not mistaken. hmm But they ain't got no request for no check yet. Utah, stop that. Okay. Load management. This is what load management looks like. This is what it costs you. Load management. Okay. And this was all reported this last week. Okay. Alrighty. I couldn't remember if I did a celebration for the Hall of Famers inductees, finalists rather. But I do want to acknowledge the finalists for the Hall of Fame: Mr. Doc Rivers, Blake Griffin, Mari Stoudemire, Candace Parker, Elena Don. So these are our 2026 Basketball Hall of Fame finalists. Congratulations. Alrighty then. Would be nice, Doc, if you could win a championship on your Hall of Fame induction, but I don't know what you do. I don't went all the way off. Cam Thomas is helping y'all out a lot. You should be thanking him. Y'all done won since Cam Thomas. Y'all done got a little spark. Okay, keep it going. I'm not hating. Giannis, what? Probably gone the rest of the year. Mm. Mm. We ain't gonna mess with that, Doc. All right, Dallas. Y'all remember Dallas used to, Mr. Cuban used to be the majority owner uh, for the Mavs, and he sold that part. So now all of a sudden there's word on the street on the YouTube, not the YouTube streets, but on the Threads streets. He unidentified Dallas investor group. What you mean unidentified? You don't know who they are, huh? Or you just chose to unidentify? Is interested in partnering with Mark Cuban to purchase the Dallas Mavericks back from Patrick Dumont per Mark Stein. Okay, the Dumonts is from Vegas, and that's in the 702 over here where Gigi be chilling at. I don't think they're gonna be interested, Mr. Cuban. I don't know. According to the plan that was supposed to be laid out, where the Dallas Mavericks were headed, I don't know. We had to watch and see. It says, according to a source close to Dumont, the family remains excited about the future of the franchise and the Cooper Flag era. See, you messed up when you let them get Cooper Flag. Now they're going to invest in Cooper Flag and building a team around him. So, I don't know. Y'all got that strong money, okay? You know, like coffee. It ain't decaffeinated or nothing like that. Yo, the bag, it's got to be that real deal. So, and I ain't saying it's not the real deal, but I don't think that the Dumont family is interested. That would be my call on that. And you better hurry up. Alrighty. What y'all think about that? Mark Cuban getting Dallas back. Hmm. He said there would be some things that he would change. So, I don't know. Sometimes owners being invested as far as talent wise, like Mr. Jerry Jones does for the Cowboys. I mean, you might as well be coaching, because you be making all the moves, Mr. Jerry Jones. I don't think Mark is that kind of person. Um, he does have a say. So let's see what happens. You think Mark Cuban needs to get the Mavericks back? Let me know. Okay, I I ain't got no problem with it. I mean, ain't they what Jason Kidd is over there? Hmm. Y'all help me out. Lord Jesus. Thought I was gonna get through a show without having to say something about you, Mr. J. Reed. I can't breathe. Mm-hmm. Why you ineligible? Mm-hmm. Didn't you count them days? Or you don't care? Oh, or am I mistaken? Is this fake news? After 21 years, you gonna go ineligible? Hmm. Help grandma out, okay? Because I don't know what is the message. One of the messages you want to be on a championship team, but then you gonna miss so many days you could become ineligible for like those awards that come down. Like first team. Let me see, is the MVP included in those awards? I think it is. The DPOY is included in those awards, if I'm not mistaken. Um, if I was listening correctly and in my right mind, those awards establish your paycheck. You can't get no match without having some of those awards on your resume for the prior year, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I need to look that up. You know better than me. I'm trying to figure it out. But I don't understand why you gonna do this. This don't look good, Mr. J. Reed. Okay? If you're really, I ain't saying you ain't having no problem with your sciatica, but what's the motivation now? You help me. How come you have to have a press conference every year for the last 3 years? You don't have this separate like little press conference thing going on. But I don't understand what did yesterday have to do with what was going on. I guess I'm just asking questions. Okay. Thank you for the all-star play that you played pretty good, partner. Yeah, looking eligible, but ineligible. I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay, remember last week we reported on this young lady and this young man. Um, there was some domestic violence stuff going on. Remember when we talked about it? Now the girl done came back and said, "Yeah, I testified." She done put out a statement via her lawyer and said, "Yeah, her attorney filed a court notice saying that she is willing to testify against the Falcons player James Pierce if the domestic violence charges against him go to trial." Mm-hmm. See what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Here go your money right here. You finna pay these lawyers. Mm. And now this girl got to go to court. You, man, they got you on the tape running, sir. What's your defense? But the girl has come out with a statement since we reported this story last week, saying that yes, she's going to testify. She said, "Let it go to trial. I'm gonna testify." That's what she basically said. You know, we pray for you, young man. Alrighty, let's keep it moving. This young man, Lord have mercy. Okay, this young man right here, he goes to Providence, okay? And they was playing St. John's. And this young man decided that he wanted to, I don't know if he thought he was in, I don't know where he thought he was, but he decided to, he's in college, this is college ball. Not just the NBA, but we talking about college ball now. They are, there is violence. And I'm not just, sometimes you got to get checked. It just, what did Bernie Mac say? Now I got to check. Yeah, you know what the other word was. We can't say that. But but this man right here was very aggressive, and it wasn't no now I got to check you kind of situation going on. He was actually punching this young man, but he missed him. What's his name? Bryce. So Duncan Powell, this was in the game over the weekend that they had a brawl in college in the Big East. The report says Duncan Powell has been suspended 3 games by the Big East following yesterday's. The day the report came out was Sunday, and this happened Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. Yesterday's flagrant 2 foul on Bryce Hopkins from Bryce. They were playing St. John. You can tell by his haircut that something. Look at his eye. What's wrong with you, young man? Huh? Why you making that face like that for? All them. Who was that on your shoulder? Huh? Where she come from? And why you do that in a college game? You do understand this is basketball. This is not that other stuff. But he started a brawl with Bryce. Punched Bryce. He tried to punch Bryce. Bryce fell into the floor and jumped up and came back at him. And he was talking crazy to not just Bryce, but there was other team members involved. But he the one brought on bring the violence. Aggression. I ain't gonna say violence. I'm gonna say aggression. That was, I don't know what kind of defense that is. Where that come from? You need to fix your face, young man. You've been suspended 3 games. You know how that's gonna hurt your game? Are you on a scholarship? Huh? Uh-oh. Are you on scholarship? You better not be on no scholarship. Acting like this. You better know the rules. But he's been suspended 3 games, y'all. What y'all think about that? The article said must be something in the air. I didn't put their pictures up there on our agenda, but remember last week there was a whole lot of fighting going on in the NBA. So the NBA came back with the fines. Folks getting suspended right and left. What my thoughts about it? I don't know, y'all. It just seemed just outrageous. Leading into the All-Star weekend, I don't understand. I really don't have. It's just so many storylines coming out. You know, people getting surgeries. Um, they just played a couple of days ago. Now they out for a couple of weeks because people. I mean, something ain't right. That baffles me. How we can watch. This is professional. These are professional athletes that are supposed to be having the top tier, 5-star everything trainers, uh, um, assistants. Their food is it probably flew in. The animal probably still going whatever freshness kind of going on with their meals. Hmm. They drive some of the best cars. Wear some of the most expensive clothes. Some of the stuff ain't even for they gender. You know what I'm saying? Somebody is always getting hurt. Here we are on what, 40 some games in, 50 some games in. We're coming down on the other side of the mountain, and people are taking because of their body. Something ain't right. Y'all gonna need to change something. I said this last week, and I'm gonna keep on saying it. You had 3 Achilles in one of them happened in the playoffs. Huh? Last year, and you want to tell me that ain't nothing going on with this body condition? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm reaching. We're talking up to reaching, but it's too many folks around here limping. No, no. And y'all paying $500,000 to go on dates, and you didn't tell me you ain't, man, your body is messed up. I wish I would. I wish I would. You can afford a $500,000 date, but you can't. Your body condition, you can't play. Huh? Who wrote that? They needs a pink slip. Yeah, Gigi said it. Too many injuries. Too many. And it's taking so long for him to come back. I know, I understand the Achilles and the strain and the muscle and what do you say, the muscle strains and the tendon strain. He said it's the speed of the game. Ain't that what he said? The speed of the game is different. Okay. How you gonna say that? And you play one side. There's not too many screenshots of you on the other side when it's defense time. I'm gonna have to put a compilation. You gonna have to make a compilation of you on the other end when it's defense time, okay? So we can count that up, okay? Speed of the game. Man, please. What was the speed of the game yesterday? It made you go sit down somewhere. Y'all hit that like button. Made you go sit down somewhere, didn't it? Yeah, you and KD. It was 12-minute quarters. Stop playing. Man, please, stop playing. 12 minutes. Hey, I'm just saying. That don't make no sense. Somebody in the training department or in the, I don't know, physical endurance, and you know what I want to say, but somebody over there at that other building need to check these young men's regiments and make sure everything is up to par. It doesn't make any sense, you know. We know people that play hurt. There's a lot of times we watch athletes play injured, poked in the eye, broken ribs, nosebleed, being popped in the head intentionally. Ain't no, oh man, excuse me kind of situation. Man, if you don't get out of this block, yeah, that's what the other rules was about. Aggression. Why? And why come y'all stay hurt all the time? And how come everybody's doing the surgery? It seemed like the doctor must have came into town and he said, I'm gonna take it with 10 patients and I'll be back in a year. This kind of situation. Uh-uh. Come on now. And then you got this one talking about he gonna abolish the draft. What? Huh? Y'all talk to me about this. I don't know why it's bothering me, but it's bothering me. All-Star Weekend, it took this much production to get you some. And now, let me tell you something else. Wasn't nobody in that stadium. Okay, you got Steph Curry up there shooting basketballs from the announcement. It took him 4 chances, 3 to warm up, and 1 the last one he made it. But you got Steph Curry shooting them balls from way over there where y'all doing the interview, and ain't nobody in there to watch him, Mr. Seal. What the problem is? The tickets was too expensive. Partner. Hollywood didn't show up. Hollywood, summer Hollywood. Don't get it twisted now. You got I saw Queen Latifah. Who else I see? It was a lot of E40 was there. It was, as a matter of fact, the guy who won the dunk contest was jumping over E40. Who else was? Spike Lee was there. Was it Megan and her husband, the Prince? They were there. Who else? It was summer Hollywood came out, but y'all had them flashing lights because y'all didn't want them seats to look empty, huh? Oh my God. I'm sorry, Mr. Silver. You done come down to the part where, see, right before you get ready to, make the cake, you got to make sure the consistency is well enough for the, to bake it. Boy, it's time for a change. Time for a change. So what y'all think about what Mr. LeBron James had to say? He said he just want to live. Hmm. What was that? What was that all about? Huh? And when we'll know concerning his retirement. I know y'all turned over there to that press conference expecting something. I know y'all did. I did too. I expected something crazy that had nothing to do with the festivities of the evening, according to the agenda. But I would like one of them jackets with the stars on them. Another thing that I wanted to talk about. I'm just going through my notes, you guys, to make sure everything. Y'all see Curry out there with his Air Force. What was that? Hey, what is that? Yeah, Air Force One, wasn't it? Let me see. I think I got a picture of that. Let me see. Yeah. Hope you guys are having some better weather. I forgot to do that last week. But there goes Steph Curry. Look at he got on his Air Force One. Looking like a little kid. I ain't trying to be disrespectful, Mr. Curry, but you still had a young man crew vibe about yourself. Hope you guys are acknowledging the Black History Month in every way possible. Don't forget who you are, where you are, and who you dealing with. What you doing winning the 3-point contest and you ain't been playing no basketball, Mr. Damian Lillard? Yeah, I said it. What is that supposed to tell us? What are we supposed to derive from that? Uh, uh, it's cool that you won. You supposed to be won the Achilles thing, right? It's been a minute, so you headed back to recovery, but you ain't even went to work though. What we gonna do about that? You ain't even checked in over at the gym. Maybe you have, and I just don't know about it. I need to stay out your business. But congratulations for winning the 3-point contest. Okay. And then another one. What's the name? Johnston. I think his name is it Kadash? K-E-D Johnson. Miss JJ. Mr. J Reed. You got people dissing you at the All-Star game. That's not cool. You know who I'm talking about. You was watching the TV just like I was, Mr. J Reed, when he said what he said about what he said when he said. Okay? Let me see if I can find it. Here it is right here. Right. You just want to live. We want you to live. But how come everybody got something to say to you, Mr. J. Reed? You got the Harper boys over there. They giving their daddies, the what's up. And he said, why your name got to come up in everybody's conversation? Is that what we're going for? Yeah? Okay. Well, I'll stop fussing about it, okay? If that's the move that you're going for, that everybody got something to say to you. This ain't it. This ain't it. You got Ron Harper Sr. You know Ron Harper. Don't act like you don't know him. You know who I'm talking about. when asked if it was his vision to have his two sons playing in the NBA, he said, I'm not, you know that name is right there. I'm not going to tell my kids what they have to do. Yeah, it's not fake news. He said that on the video. It's just a print version, okay? Man, everybody got beef with you. You got smoke with everybody. Is that why y'all got two podcasts? Huh? To take in all the suggestions? Huh? Suggestions, comments, questions. Yeah. And then you come with a press conference. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What else did we want to talk about? Hmm. What else did we want to talk about? I think there was a couple of other things that we wanted to say. You guys make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. With this one right here is a little light for us, give us some enjoyment. And also, we can ask some questions, how come and why come and when, and why you do that. We can ask those kind of questions during this time. Right. And we talked about Cooper Flag. Let me get, did I give him, I think I need to give him his congratulations. You guys see my contact information scrolling across the bottom of your screen. You know they suspended Isaiah Stewart for 7 games. 7 games for coming off the bench, getting into that brawl. Seven games. I ain't through with you yet, Mr. James. Yeah. What you say? That's what you said yesterday. I mean, that's all sentimental and everything. And, I don't know, if you're dealing with something. We all want you to live and have a prosperous life, Why would you say something like that? You want to live, okay, what does that entail? Is what you're doing now doesn't entail what you envision? Or is there a lack of something, sir? And what does that have to do with All-Star 2026? I know you were answering questions. I understand that part. Yes, I do. hmm It's like, let me live. Okay. What does that mean? Y'all help me out. Because, in the hush room, we like clarity. Clarity. And we depend on the facts, or at least an understanding of what your words, you put those words together to mean to us. Okay, you got to have a press conference about that. That's fine. But somebody put it in the comments, send me a DM or Instagram, snap a chat, whatever, as to the meaning of what these words mean in association with the All-Star 2026. And I know you answering questions. Who asked you this? somebody asks you when you gonna know when you gonna retire, and this is what your return back to them is. Oh, okay. We ain't gonna dwell on that too long. Alrighty, guys. I've been here almost an hour with you guys. Hope you enjoyed the show. We had a lot of questions and we had a lot of things just to state and just to congratulate after the All-Star weekend. Still have some things to clarify as to like abolishing the draft. What you gonna do? How is that gonna work? And when will that take effect? Are we talking like 2 years, 3 years down the road? Or are you talking about this coming up draft? So, and you may not think that's, but it is, because if you got someone participating in any kind of basketball sport, hope for the NBA, you need to know what the rules are. Man, they ain't have no more draft now. You gotta write a letter and somebody gotta, man, please. So, and it may not even be that. Maybe just draft with no production, because the draft night is a production. That's how we learned about young man, right? Yeah. That's how we learned about a lot of young men as far as the draft is concerned. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, continue to check out the community page. I'm always posting something every time I see something. Sometimes I post so much they be like, you need to, they don't let me post anymore. You need to stop. So check out the community page. Any ideas, thoughts you may have, you can always communicate in the comment section. I'm not, in a hurry to be trying to block people or nothing like that. We're just having conversation. All right? With that, we will see you next week. Jesus don't come or I don't go see him. We'll be here next week. Back at it again, okay? Have a great week. Stay safe, stay quiet. Love you guys.